Hey guys, and welcome back to the Anime First Impression series, where we watch the first 3 episodes of an anime and review and talk about it. And today we're going to be talking about Gachaikuta, also known as Legit Trash. So sorry for the clickbait title, but it was just too easy that Gachaikuta meant Legit Trash. So, getting into episode 1 here, what is this thing about? Well, we start in the floating city of the sphere where the rich and poor are divided pretty much halfway down by a wall, though we see right away that they're allowed to cross the wall. We see a character who will be named later in the rich part of the city. We're then introduced to Rudo, who is a trash diver, who is risking his life for trash. What we learn is that he's kind of the only person who does this. He has his childhood friend slash love interest Chiwa. His foster dad is Regto, who we see in the beginning, and then the show also makes a point to point out the pit, which is basically edge of the world for all intents and purposes. The rest of episode 1 is Rudo's foster dad, Regto, gets murdered. Rudo discovers his body, and then the police discover Rudo, and Rudo gets thrown into the pit for a crime he didn't commit. And you even see the one person who likes him, Chiwa, turn her back on him. And that's the ending of episode 1. The second episode starts with Rudo at the bottom of a huge trash pile. These crazy beasts made of trash are roaming this barren, trash filled landscape, and then Rudo kind of fights them off. We see a new character in the distance. We do find out that his name is Engine, and Engine rescues Rudo and kills the trash monsters with what looks like an umbrella. Not gonna lie, it's pretty weird. But yeah, Engine kills the trash beasts with a umbrella. That synopsis seems kind of short, but this episode is pretty much all action. It's them fighting against the trash beast, Rudo trying to survive the eventual rescue. So then episode 3 starts with Engine explaining to Rudo that they're on the ground and that he belongs to an organization called the Cleaners, and that Rudo has a natural talent with his gloves, which are a special object. This comes to quite a shock to Rudo to learn that there's a whole civilization on the ground. I'm not really sure how big it's supposed to be. We haven't really seen a map yet of the area. So I don't know how much of humanity is actually located on the ground and then how much is in the sphere. Something to probably keep an eye out for as the series goes on. But then Engine introduces Rudo to Zanka, where Zanka is going to teach him how to use his sacred object, which is his gloves. They don't get along right away, and they do end up getting into a fight. And I won't spoil the fight for you here because it's pretty hilarious, and you need to go check it out for yourself. Even if you don't watch the episode or check the series out, like search the fight on YouTube and just watch the 5-minute clip because it is hilarious. The episode ends with Engine, Zanka, and Rudo in a car, and a new female character is introduced in the last scene who we are yet to learn about. So that's the first 3 episodes of Gachaikuta. The first episode is really dramatic. The second episode is action packed, and then the third episode is really funny. So I'm kind of interested to see where the series goes and when it settles in, kind of what kind of show it ends up being. But other than that, the only other thing I have to say is the art and the character designs super interesting and unique for this show. And I'm interested to see where it goes. And it's definitely something I'm going to keep watching. So like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And let me know in the comments if you're watching Gachaikuta this season and what you think about it.